a survivalist. I would love to find a man that would love to live in the wilds with me.
Brent's coming up today for a date with me up here in the mountain.
When I came out here, I knew Kelly lived off the grid. I didn't know how off the grid.
It's humble, but it's definitely home. Brent is going to be put to the test, so it'll be interesting to see how well he handles the whole situation. Holy cow, that's a tree.
This is not my typical first date. This will definitely be one for the books.
All right.
Got the biggest arms in the world.
Oh, God.
I am ready to move forward in my life after my ex-wife. It's been like a long time I haven't opened up for any woman.
Have you ever worked with Clay before?
I was a little bit afraid of his biceps.
Now I need to decide if I want to ask her to be my girlfriend.
My name is Kelly. I'm a survivalist. I'm single because I can't find a man to keep up with me yet. I would love to find a man that would love to live in the wilds with me. My inspiration for being a survivalist was my great-grandmother. She was amazing. She would hunt wild game. She actually ran for sheriff. She was a rodeo queen before women were allowed to be in the rodeo. As a child, I was an extreme tomboy. I was out learning how to track white-tailed deer and learning what plants I could eat to survive. Some girls might have been reading Little House on the Prairie books or something like that. I was reading military survival manuals for fun. I do a lot of things by myself because I can't find a man to go with me. I'm in control of my own survival every day. A lot of men, whether I'm dating them or not, they're intimidated by me. You know, I'm very unique. I mean, I hunt, I fish, and I trap. Like, there's a lot of men in this world that have probably never gutted an animal, nor would they ever want to, let alone having a girlfriend that was doing it. So this will keep me warm in my cabin, this amount of wood, probably for one day during the daylight hours. And then I also fill it up before I go to bed. I live so far removed from civilization. I love the challenge of living off-grid. I charge my phone at night when I'm sleeping in bed with just a portable charger. I check my social media all the time, and then I also stay in touch with my family to let them know that I'm okay since I live so remotely. My cabin's unfinished. I'm still building it. And so I can't take my shoes off because the floor's not insulated and it's too cold, and my feet would freeze. I cook my breakfast on the wood stove. I usually have a couple pieces of bacon and an egg, and then sometimes a piece of toast. A lot of guys that I've met, they seem fascinated with the off-grid lifestyle, but they don't like to live it.
Knock, knock.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you
You came
today?
all the way up here to see me, huh?
I did.
Well, come on in. Don't worry about your boots. I met Susie this summer. I consider her family. She's definitely like a big sister, and she's my closest friend in Montana. So it's kind of a meager accommodations here, but it's coming along.
It's cute. When I first met Kelly, and Kelly told me that she was a survivalist, I was impressed. I brought you some eggs.
Oh, well, thank you.
From my chickens.
Oh, you've got the best chickens.
I've been living off-grid for 3 years and 2 months now.
You and your husband are a great inspiration to me, and how, you know, you each have different roles as far as the off-grid duties.
Kelly needs a man that is a survivalist like she is. And it's hard for Kelly to find a man because there's no men around hardly. There's not a whole lot of people here, period.
I've been emailing and talking to a guy. His name is Brent, and he's gonna be coming up here. He sent me a couple pictures. He's definitely cute. He's a self-proclaimed city guy.
Okay. Being from the city is definitely different.
It is different, a whole different kind of survival.
Yeah.
I think this lifestyle could be too much for him. I don't know. I mean,
Right.
for most people, it would be.
My name is Mustafa. I'm called the Egyptian Popaj. I got the biggest arms in the world. They are 31 inches, and I'm trying to get them even bigger to beat my own record. I grew up in Alexandria, Egypt. and I moved here 10 years ago. When I was a little kid, I was chubby. One of my uncle's friends made fun of me. That makes me want to go to the gym. In 6 months, I lost 80 pounds. Guinness Book of World Records, they contacted me to put me in their book for the biggest arms in the world. I'm recently separated from my wife after 4 years. I was working 2 jobs, going to the gym. I didn't give her that much time. She told me it's either me or the gym, and I choose the gym. Now I'm single, and I'm looking for love. I met a girl, her name is Nicole.
Mustafa and I met online. We just got along really good. It's interesting to see that he has that strength.
How's everything? I need to decide if I want her to be my girlfriend. I go to the grocery store every 2 days.
Biceps are a good thing to have, but when they're that big, they're just too much.
They almost look fake. I had to take a double take for a second.
Do you have the dry turkey?
You got a big bicep. How much do you eat a day?
I eat around 6 meals a day. 3 meals for this one and 3 meals for that one. 10,000 calories a day.
Wow.
To get it like...
What? Oh, my heavens, look at
To get it like that. Shopping and finding shirts is hard. The long sleeve shirts, I can't find my size. I have to make sure that I have the money for that shirt because sometimes I rip them and I have to pay for them.
Do you care if I touch your arms?
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. Are there nice biceps?
I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna meet up with my friend Mo.
Big guy?
What's going on? What's going on?
Mustafa is not just my friend, he also trains me.
I think those biceps is full of silicone. They look like water balloons.
Wow. People are accusing me of using steroids and using implants, but that's not true. It's all 100% natural.
So how's things going with Nicole?
She's good.
When do I get to meet her?
Soon. It's important for me to introduce the girl that I'm dating to my best friend, Mo, to feel more confident about the whole dating situation.
Are you kind of worried, you know, since Nicole is your first date after the divorce? Are you nervous?
Yeah, I am.
I know what Mustafa been through, and I know how important it is for him to start a new relationship.
Well, I hope this works out.
I need to decide if I want her to be my girlfriend.
You know.
I met Brent through a mutual friend, but I haven't met him in person yet. We've been emailing and texting and calling.
He's come all the way from Washington State. I just hope he has a good time. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Well, come on in.
He's looking like this perfect wilderness GQ guy, and he's really cute.
Interesting place you have.
It's humble, but it's definitely home.
When I came out here, I knew Kelly lived off the grid. I didn't know how off the grid or what really to expect with that. I was pretty stunned.
Would you like something to drink? I'm sure you're thirsty. If you'd like some tea, it's kind of a wild tea. It's made out of mountain ash.
Yeah, I'll try that.
I'm gonna put Brent to the test, and I'm gonna see if this city slicker can make it out here in this wintry environment.
It's really good, I think.
The tea was not something I would buy. I've never tasted anything like this before.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, it's good. You know, it was cold in her cabin, so it was nice to have something warm. Yeah, I noticed you've got a buck head and some, are those fox skins, fox hides?
Yeah, I can show you a few things here.
Yeah.
So this is a 14-point buck, and these two little guys just make an inch. I've measured them because a lot of people say that's only a 12-point, but these two count.
I can tell Kelly doesn't get a lot of human interaction, and I don't think she goes on very many dates, but I like Kelly. She's a lot of fun. I know she's a survivalist. I'm gonna do my best to keep up with her.
This buck was over 250 pounds.
Wow.
So that's 250 pounds of meat minus the entrails.
Yeah.
and I actually have done a little taxidermy work myself.
Kelly is not a typical girl that I would date. She had harvested that deer, practicing taxidermy, and that's pretty hardcore. Where do you get your water from?
I melt snow for my laundry and bathing water and just kind of general cleaning water. Of course, I could just boil that water and drink it, but it has a lot of impurities in it from trees and plants in the area. And there's also all kinds of little critters that live in the snow, like snow worms and little snow mites. I don't know if you've ever seen those kinds of things.
Seeing how Kelly lives off the grid like she does, it really makes me appreciate how I live. You know, I've got heat, I've got electricity, I've got cable TV, I've got running water. And that's kind of a big thing, running water.
So are you ready to blow this popsicle stand?
I have no idea what Kelly has planned for me. Just a little bit anxious for this whole experience, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's get out there.
Okay.
If Brent is a whiner, that's gonna tell me that he belongs in the city and not out here in the wilderness. Beautiful day.
Yeah, it's great.
My name is Mustafa, and I got the biggest arms in the world. I eat 6 meals a day, plus 5 protein shakes. I know how strong I am, but I don't know how to hold something in the right way. I break stuff easy. I am ready to move forward in my life. I want to be in a relationship, to be with someone that supports me and understand the importance of my arms. My ex-wife had problems with my arms.
Hi, babe.
I'm so careful now in choosing the right girl because the past, I get hurt a lot. Me and you.
Ooh. Thank you. Mustafa and I both being divorced, you know, it is a bonding situation.
Is it yummy?
It's really good.
I have a competition coming up, like a couple months. Takes like double time that I spend 5 hours a day.
That's okay.
You know, that's my concern, you know. I'm not 100% sure about Nicole, my ex-wife. She was like always like distracting me from reaching my goals. And especially after I get my record, she said to me like, you are married, don't forget that. It's been like a long time I haven't opened up for any woman.
Mustafa opening up to me about his ex was a really intense moment. Do what you need to do.
I hope she can support what I'm doing.
I love being a survivalist, and I love living off-grid. I'm not afraid to be there alone, but I would rather share it with someone else.
Have you snowshoed very much?
Yeah, a couple times.
Awesome. You ready for this wild adventure?
I am.
It's great exercise, for sure.
I want to find a guy who's adventurous and is an explorer and has some similar interests, especially in the outdoors.
Oh, I just love this view with the blue skies. I just love it here. Have you ever thrown an addle-addle?
I don't know that I've ever seen or heard of an addle-addle.
They have been around before bow and arrows were invented. So are you up for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll just take this corner of the blanket and tie it to this tree, and we'll have a backstop. So we can go back there.
Okay.
That was a good one. I was trying to hit the target. No. That was awesome. So you can see how this takes a lot of practice.
Yeah. This is not my typical first date. This will definitely be one for the books.
You all right there? Holy cow, that's a tree. Look at that. That's a log.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Want me to start chopping it up?
Yeah, you start chopping it up and I'll go get some kindling.
Awesome.
He looks super sexy hauling that log up the mountain, for sure.
Perfect. Well, we've probably got enough to get it started.
Yeah.
It's important to carry several different ways to start a fire. I had several lighters and I also had a ferro rod.
All right, teamwork at its finest. You're a hell of a team player. You know, you could say I'm seeking my survival king. A lot of people call me wild woman, so maybe he's gonna be the wild man of my dreams. Is that not cool looking or what? It's actually gonna be a little smoked too.
I think we'll be a little smoked as well.
So I'll test this out and see how this one is. It looks burned on the outside. Oh my gosh, that is so good.
Yeah?
You're not gonna believe it.
Oh my
wow.
God. That's amazing.
That is awesome. It's juicy. This is living. Living large.
Nice job. I don't think that I would be able to live off the grid like this. And I don't know if Kelly would be willing to live in the city with me or be willing to move to the city so we could date. Boom.
Cheers.
Cheers.